There is nothing like a freshly buzzed, perfectly sharp pair of skates. You can stop on a dime, trust your edges in sharp turns and crossovers, and drive with powerfully long strides. When your skates are sharp, you can play to your full potential and focus your mental and emotional energy on other more important things, not worrying about whether you can trust your edges or not. And God's word references this idea of being sharp in our lives and our character as well. Proverbs 27:17 says that as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. People in our lives can sharpen us and we can sharpen them, and sharp is good. When we are sharpened in life, our character becomes more and more like Jesus' perfect character. Maybe you've been challenged by a teacher or a mentor in how you think about something that has led you to understand truth better. You have been sharpened by them. Maybe you have admired a teammate and their skill level and work ethic, and you have been inspired to work harder to grow in your own game. They have sharpened you. Maybe you and a friend have encouraged one another to get into God's word together and learn it and apply it, and you have sensed your own character growing into who God has designed you to be. You have sharpened one another. Maybe you've seen something in a friend that you know is wrong, and you have lovingly corrected them and invited them to better. You have sharpened them. God calls us to sharpen one another. But have you ever lost an edge? Maybe you accidentally stepped on concrete or lost an edge in a hard battle in the corner. You quickly become limited and ineffective without sharp edges, falling unexpectedly and playing well below your potential. And God's word speaks to this in our lives and character as well. 1 Corinthians 15:33 challenges us to not be deceived. Bad company corrupts good character. People can also be concrete to us, and we can be concrete to them. We must be careful. The company we keep can cause our character to be dulled. Maybe you've listened to the culture around you that is constantly teaching you what it believes to be true, and you blindly accepted it as truth and have not thought critically about how untrue it really is. Your culture has dulled your character. Maybe you have a friend that is pretty cool and they have invited you to be in their circle. And as good as that has felt to be accepted, you've also been drawn to do, say, and think things that you know are not how God has called and created you to live. You have allowed them to dull your character. Maybe you thought certain choices would get you recognition or acceptance or would just be plain funny, and you decided to invite your buddies who look up to you to join you. The problem is that you know these choices are not in line with who God designed each of you to be. You have been concrete to one another. God warns us that we can be like concrete to one another. So which relationships will you choose? Iron sharpening iron or concrete dulling your character? Who is concrete in your life, and how are you concrete to others? And who are you allowing to sharpen you, and how are you sharpening those around you?